Actually, there's 3 of them over there. That's probably 12, 15 yards. I got him. It's a nicer buffalo. About 3 steps and fell in the mud. Is it noticeable? Oh, I pin ring that one. What is going on, everybody? I came back down here to the swamp I was at a couple weeks ago shooting buffalo. The water has receded a lot and cleared up a little. The goal for today is to find a big fish. I want to actually find a big grass carp, big common carp, a big gar, something, you know, 35 plus pounds. I don't know if I'll be able to do it. There's fish everywhere, but finding the big ones is hard. Everybody's wanting to catch a big one, right? I'm using the mini striker because I love this bow with those little metal fishing arrows. And we're just gonna ease through this and see if we can't stumble across the big one. The water, like I said, is down a lot. Let me show y'all real quick how I attach this arrow to my line. Lots of people have been asking. So let me cut that off there and I'll retie it and show you how to do it. I had to find some shade. It don't take too long in that sun to get hot. Probably need to retie this anyways. So what I do is you just take the back off and then I run my line through those holes. Give myself a little bit of extra so I have a loop, and then I just tie a double granny knot. It leaves me a loop like this. So there's 1 granny knot, 2 granny knots. Then put the back on, and let me show you why I tie this loop knot. Let me load it up and I'll show you real quick. When you load the bow, and you got one of those loop knots, it lays forward and don't get in the way. There's other ways to tie it, but that's just the way I like to do it. Y'all was asking me. There we go. So now the knot, if you can see, is laying all the way in front of the retainer pin. I really like that. It hasn't gotten the way any. So there's how I tie it. Now let's get over there and see if we can find some fish. While I was walking over here, I have seen, I don't know how many of them little buffalo. They are everywhere, but I'm gonna try to hold out and only shoot big fish. We got one right here. It's a buffalo, but it looks like a bigger buffalo, like bigger than 5 pounds. I'm just not sure I could hold out anymore. I'm gonna have to take one of these chip shots. It's a nicer buffalo. Not quite 5 pounds, but bigger than the ones I've let go so far. I bet I've let 20 of them go so far. Let's keep on easing down through here and see if I can find a carp or common carp or a grass carp, maybe a big alligator gar. Oh, get my feet out of the mud. Get this fish on the stringer and we'll move on. I can't do it. I don't have no self-control. This is just too much of a target-rich environment. I see 2 more over there. I had a couple swim by me while I was getting that last one on the stringer. I'm just gonna have to start shooting buffalo. That one's not as big as the last one, but he ain't gonna give up without a fight. They are everywhere. Smaller fish, but I bet there's 1,000 of them out here. Let me get him on the stringer with the other one and we're gonna go to work. He's right here on my feet. I think I missed that one. He was so close I aimed too low. Couldn't get the camera set up in time. He was coming to me. That's all right. There ain't no shortage of fish out here. We'll find another one. That ain't bad. That's 3 for 4. Oh, that one. I see a few more over up in that net. Maybe this won't. Maybe I can get this one on the stringer without spoofing them all off. I'm gonna have a hard time getting that arrow out. Let me get this arrow out and get him on the stringer, and then we'll ease up into this brush right here and see if we can pick another one or two off. The process of putting that fish on the stringer pushed all the other fish out of this little neck. That's all right. We'll move on down the creek. There's lots of fish here. I'm going to have to get up on the bank and get some water out of my bag. My leg's starting to cramp up because I have to pull it out of the mud every single time I take a step. I was going to get a bottle of water out of my bag and spotted one right by the bank. There we go. What is that? The arrow pulled out. I must not have got a good shot on him. I hit him though. Does that count? 4 for 5? Or do we have to count that one as a miss? I know I hit him though because my line said whoop. All right, got to get some water. I still didn't make it to get water. I got up on the bank and seen some more bubbles and got sidetracked. See if I can get this fish. There we go. Oh. All right, I'm carrying this one to the bank, and I'm not even gonna reload my bow until I get some water. What is this, like 4 for 6? I hit that last one though. Y'all should give me that one. There we go, we got 2 all the way across the creek. That's probably, actually there's 3 of them over there. That's probably 12, 15 yards. I got him all the way across the creek. Golly. Oh, and he's mine right here. Look at that. I aimed high because I thought it was a long shot and the arrow would drop, but it didn't shoot low. I clipped him right in the top of the back, and that was a 15-yard shot. I'm gonna have to bring my flat bottom down here. This is a good spot. This is as far as I can go without swimming. I'll have to get in the creek channel if I go any further, but I'm not worried about it because when I ease back, I'm sure I'll run across as many fish going back as I did coming down here. Anyways, we're gonna get to moving that way. I took it about 3 steps and fell in the mud. Is it noticeable? Yeah, I kept the bow up though. No damage there. On the way back, I'm gonna look across the creek. It's hard to see them that far, but if I could find one across the creek, we know the bow will make the shot now. So I'm gonna get to moving that way, and this time I'm gonna watch both sides of the creek. I'm on my way back to the truck. My feet are sticking in the mud, something awful, and my stringer's getting heavy, but I'm chasing a group of them through these reeds. So if I can get up there and shoot one more, I think I'm gonna call it good. Oh, I just lost a shoe. Oh, we're gonna get another one. Oh, I'll 10 ring that one. That one's probably gonna be the last one too, because I'm not gonna lie to you, my stringer's getting heavy. And I've almost made it back to the truck. So we got that one. And then we got these. So unless there's another one just swim right up on me when I'm putting this one on the stringer, I'm gonna let that be all for today. Oh, you're slipping out of the mud. When I get some time and it cools off just a smidge, I'm gonna bring my boat down here and run up this creek and see what we can't find, because there are a lot of fish in here. That's all I got for today. I guess we'll catch you next time.